Good day. How is everybody? How is everyone? How are you all? Today is March 9th, 10th? I think it's the 10th, Tuesday, 2026. Apologize for being late here. I got up around 4:30 and was doing a little contemplation, and that brought me into 5:30, and then I fell back asleep. And you know what happens when you do that. Woke up to some very beautiful birds chirping, and then I realized, oh my goodness, it's light out already. I must be late. So I don't use alarm clocks. Never have, never liked them. So the body's trained. Anyway, all right. I feel good. We're figuring things out. There are good things happening. I checked my IRS account again because they put the balance back on in November when they took the balance off. Then they put it back on, or I should say, yeah, something like that. And then December they put it back on. Then I just looked again yesterday. They took it back off. So I have no balance again with the IRS. So that's good news. So that means they accepted my money orders made from their stub, or they accepted the bill of exchange, which I created and sent in, or they accepted the promissory note. Same thing that I've created. Now, all of those are types of negotiable instruments. Their tools, their game, if you will. So anyway, that's we're back to zero again. I did ask for a refund from the overpayments because they paid them more. We'll see what happens. Oh my goodness, I'm already in 4 minutes. All right, let's get started with Good Day Rising prayers. In nomine Dei, matronam nostra, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Let us place ourselves in the presence of the Most Holy Divine Family, and in Catholic contemplation humbly venerate the Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany. O most holy and venerable Trinity, one divine family, I believe that thou art here present. I venerate thee with the deepest humility. I render to thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to thee. O most holy divine family, relying on thine infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain pardon of my sins, the help of thy grace, and life everlasting through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum et Deum matronam nostrae. O most holy divine family, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank the most holy divine family for the many graces that we receive, and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to heaven and for the souls in purgatory. O most holy divine family, I most humbly thank thee for all the favors thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in thy service. I consecrate to thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, that there may be none that is not animated by thy love, or that would not tend to thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good, and let us beg of the graces. Let us beg of God the graces which are necessary to us. O my God, thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of thy grace. Deny me not thy grace, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which thou forbiddest, to practice the good which thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please thee to send me. O Dea matronam nostrae, O Holy Mother of God, I place myself under thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. The Most Holy Divine Family, as envisioned by St. Lucia, is the Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany, Dei Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell. Most of all, because I have offended thee, O Most Holy Trinity, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. Deum vobiscum et quoque apote. Oremus. Fidelium Deum Iesum Christum, omnium conditor et redemptor animabus famalorum cituorum remissionem contorum, tribue peccatorum, ut indulgentiam quam semper opta verunt, pis supplicationibus consequentor, qui ticum vivet et reinat in una divina familia, qui erat est et erit in aeternum. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum Hanc Immaculatum Hostiam, quam ego indinius famulus tuus affedi tibi Deum meum vivum et verum, pro in nomine bedibus peccatis et offensionibus et negligentis meis, et pro omnibus circumstantibus et pro omnibus fidelibus catholicorum, vivis atque defunctis ut mihi edidis proficiat salutem. Deum qui humanae substantiae dignitatem mirabilitur condidissio mirabilis reformaster da nomis periuis atque divina mysterium, eis divinitatis esse consortes, qui eminitatis nostrae fiat natus est patriceps Deum Iesum Christum Filium, qui ticum vivet et reinat in una divina familia, qui erat est et erit in aeternum. Offerimus tibi Deum calicem salutaris tuam dapacantis clementiam, ut expeto divina majestatis tuae, pro nostra totius mundi salute, cum adoris suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contrito suscipiam. Alrighty, so I apologize. I lost power there for a second, but before I started the canon of the Mass, I wanted to give it another shot. I have a problem with the power cable. I may lose it again, just so you know. I left the phone on all night long outside and forgot to recharge it. So let's continue with the Mass, the most holy sacrifice of the Mass at the Teigitor. Tegitor clementes me mater pater Deum matrum nostrae Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum per Deum Iesum Christum Filium tuum Deum nostrae supplices rogamus ac petimus. Uti accepta habeas et sanctificas. Haec sanctam sacrificium irribata. In primis quae tibi afferimus, pro ecclesiam tuam sanctam catholicam, quam pacificari custodiri ad honore et regere digneris toto orbi terrarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famalorum cituorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering. We especially pray for Paulie, Shelley, Therese, Cody, Ben, Emily, Jenny, Katie, Kathy, Marie Josephina Mose, Marilyn, Mark Jr., Letitia, Mindy, Todd, Clarette, Dennis, Barbara Santa Croce, James, Robert, Benedict, Gregory, Adam, Malachi, and Patrick Santa Croce, the Williams, Tafour, and Began families, the Stevenson family, the McLaren family, the Kendrick, Shorten, Nolan, Dosco, Kane, Nye, Wolf, Camerano, and Pahalski families, and all their good intentions. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transgenderism, transhumanism, child trafficking, child abuse of any kind, anywhere, place, or time. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, and medium of exchange with no usury. We pray for courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic society. We pray for wisdom on how to prepare foods, how to grow foods, how to raise animals, all with naturally God-given methods and ingredients. We pray for the elimination of all harmful radiation waves in our air and in our homes. And we pray to make known publicly who murdered St. Lucia. We ask and pray for the gift of discernment and for an increase in the knowledge and practice of the Catholic virtues. We ask that all quote-unquote gay marriage, all pornography, and the OnlyFans platform be stopped immediately. We ask for the protection of the Most Holy Divine Family in all aspects of our lives, in social media, in work, at the water cooler, that we may have now fear for speaking the truth in and with compassion. We ask for the reversal of the feminist ideology and a return to godly femininity. We ask that men and women, husbands and wives, come to the understanding that raising traditional Catholic families is the way to contest, to change a country in a traditional Catholic manner, to give it peace. We ask for the conversion of all sinners trapped in a state of mortal sin, especially the ignorant. We ask you to remove all forms of Freemasonry, all Judaism, all Hinduism and Islamism and atheism. Bring the members of these heretical groups into the membership of this and submission of the Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany through correct baptism and confession. That they let go of their vices and realize the peace within a holy life. We ask you to destroy Rome and the Vatican and recognize the transfer of the authority of the Catholic Church to be in Portugal. Please nullify any attempts to establish anti-Semitism propaganda into any rules, codes, laws, statutes, or policies. We want to be able to speak and tell the truth that the evil that is running and being allowed to permeate our society be stopped. We ask the Most Holy Trinity that all Catholics be given the grace to be accountable, so that we may each have a holy hatred for sensuality, as St. Catherine of Siena encouraged, a repentant shame for the offenses we have committed and continue to commit against thee, and a deep love of thee and of souls, so much that we desire nothing more than to be of service to thee in every moment of our lives. All these and more we ask in accordance with the Most Holy Divine Family's goodwill and intention. Et omnium circumstantiam quorum tibi fides cognita est ad noto devotio procubus tibi ferimus, veruque tibi frontox sacrificim laudis prosse suis omnibus pro redemptione anamanum suarum prospe salutis et calamitatis suae. Tibi gaudet vota sua, aeterno Deum vivo et vero, communicantes et memoriam honorantes in primis gloriosae semper Deum matram nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium torum Papa Sancti Petri, et Sancti Lucia, et Sancti Jacinta, et Sancti Francisco, et Sancti Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum quorum editis praecibus quae concedas ut in omnibus protectiones tuae monumex muniamur exidio pediendum Christum Deum nostrum. Quam oblationem de Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibus consecratum hac eptabilem quae fecete digneris ut nobis corpum et sanguinem fiat edictissimi filium tuum Deum Iesum Christum, qui pridie quam pateretur recepit panem in sancta sacramentis manus suas, et derivatis oculis in caelamata Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum sum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens, consecravit, freget didique luminis sui dicenza cipite et mandicati ex hoc omnis. Hoc est enim corpus meum. Simili modo postquam ceremonias decipienser hunc precladum caricem in sancta sacramentis manus suas, item tibi gratias agens Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, consecrave didique luminis sui dicenza cipite et bibite ex omnis. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei, mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis erpomutis effundetur in remissionem peccatorum. Aequates cumque feceritis mea mono feceritis. Undi et memoris Deum nostro virtuis et plebs tua sancta iustum Christum filium tuum Deum nostrae tam beati passionis, nec non et ab inferis resurrectionis, sed et in caelos gloriosa escensionis affedimus preclarae maiestati tui de tuis donis actatis. Supra quae propitio ac sereno vutur respectere digneris. Supplices te rogamus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum ibi hic per fide manus tuum ut quod ex hoc altares participatione sacrosanctum Deum Filium tuum corpus et sanguinem sincerimus omni sanctificatione caelesi et gratia repe amor pediendum Christum Deum nostrum. We pray for those who have died, and we especially pray for John LaPlante, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsis Deum et omnibus in Christum quiscentibus locum refegere educis et pacis, ut indorge est pecamur pediendum Christum Deum nostrum, per cum hic omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivicas, consecratis et praestas nobis, per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso. Est ibi Deum Matrum omnipotentium unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Dea, matronam nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum tecum, sancta tua in mulier Dea matronam nostrae matram, Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis peccatoribus nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos quaesimus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum ab omnibus malis, praeteritis, praesentibus et futuris, et intercedente beata gloriosa semper Deum matronam nostrae, cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis, da propitius pacem in diebus nostris, ut ope misericordiae tuae aduiti et peccato, simus semper liberi et ab omni perturbatione securi. Periendum Deum nostrum Iesum Christum filium tuum Deum nostrum, qui tecum vividat reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam pax Deum Iesum Christum, sed semper vobiscum, et quoque apud haec mixtior consecratio corporis et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum fiat accipientibus nobis in ad salutem aeternam. Pax tecum, et quoque apud Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Deum matronam nostrae, quoperante Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum per mortem tuam unum vivificasti, libera me per sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinum tuum abundibus iniquitatibus meis et universis malis et facmi tuis apud inharare mandatis. Et atinum quam separari permittas, qui cum meo Deum matronam nostrae Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum vivis et regnam aeternam. Per cepto corporis tui Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego indinius sumere praesumo, non mihi proveniat in idicium condonationem, sed pro tu pietate prosit mihi ad tutumentum mentis corporis et ad me delam percipendam, qui vivis et reinas cum Deum matronam nostrae in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem celestem accipiem et nomen Deum Iesum Christum invocabo. Deum matronam nostrum non sunt dignius, ut intercedete meis in tante requebus sovereignum mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sunt dignius, ut intercedete meis in tante requebus sovereignum mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sunt dignius, ut intercedete meis in tante requebus sovereignum mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quid retribuam Deum Iesum Christum pro omnibus quae retribuit mihi, calicem saetaris accipiem in nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo, laudans invocabo Deum matronam nostrae et ab inimicis meis abocero. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima meam. Quodore sumpsimus Deum Iesum Christum purem et capiamus et immunire parae fit nobis remedium sempiternum. Corpus tuum Deum Iesum Christum, quod ego, quod sumpsit sanguis quam petavi et heri sceribus meis apraesta, ut in me non remania scela macula quam pura et sancta reficerunt sacramenta. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apud te, oremus. Animabus quesumus Deum Iesum Christum famalorum getorum oratio proficiat supplicantium ut eas et peccatis omnibus exues et tue redemptionis facies esse partecepes. Qui ticum vivet reinat in una divina familia, qui erat est et erit in aeternum. Deum vobiscum, et quoque apud te, ite missa est. Deum gratia. Placia tibi sancta Trinitam obsequium suvetutis mea et praesta ut sacrificium cor oculis tuae maestatis in unus optoli tibi seta captavenem et omnibus, pro quibus idut optolis iti miserante perpetuave per Christum Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Deum matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. O most holy divine family, I believe, I venerate, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not venerate, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Deum matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I venerate thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of Deum Iesum Christum, present here in reparation for the outrages, sacrileges, and indifference by which he himself is offended, and through the infinite merits of his most sacred heart, the Immaculate Heart of Deum matronam nostrae, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Deum matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. All right, that charging block worked better. Thank you for sticking with it. I'll try and remember to bring this one in to charge. Please go and sanctify all those you meet. Have a great day. Thanks for watching and thanks for donating. If any of you can help with that, that would be very much appreciated. I don't know, with the price of diesel fuel, my goodness. Of course, I decided to get a diesel motorhome so that, you know, the prices were pretty reasonable, but it's a more, supposedly a more reliable unit. And I'm still working on it. All right. Thanks for the visit from those who have come by. Sorry I missed those who couldn't get here. We'll be here another, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. I think 2. We'll see. Please go and sanctify all those who meet. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. Have a great day.